Hey, it's Bill, and you're tuned to the Pennsylvania Rock Show, featuring the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer, right here on PARockshow.com, megarockradio.net, 107.1 FM, St. Louis, Missouri, altrockradio.ca, coming at you from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, rootaroораdio.com from the beaches of San Diego, California. What am I forgetting? Buildascene.com from the thriving metropolis of Leechburg, Pennsylvania. If any of you have ever been to my hometown, you'll know why that's funny. And xrp.co.uk, coming from Birmingham, United Kingdom. This is episode number 601 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. And with me tonight are some of the members of the band Prime 8. What's up, guys?
Hey, Bill.
Hey. What's up?
Nice. So I don't know if I should admit this on the air, but the other day I'm sitting here and I'm looking at your artwork and it clicked and I was like, oh, Primate.
Yes, you got it.
It should be noted that I teach science. Yeah, it took a while.
Well, we've been around over 20 years, so yeah, it's been a while.
So, first of all, we kind of talked about your band a few weeks ago when I had the Big Break contest on. And at that point, we were talking about the first round of the contest, and you guys have made it to the second round. So let's talk a little bit about how you got there.
Lots of votes, man.
Yeah, we got to just thank our fans and our family for voting every day. We blew away the competition on the voting round. Got, I think, over 1,500 votes in the month of December, and our little army really came out and showed up for us.
I know it was based on video, and the videos had to be self-recorded, and there were some little hidden things that had to be in the video that prove that you did record it new. I remember it was red balloons, a fork, and why am I blanking out the other keys? Did I get them all?
You got them.
Look at that. I actually sat and watched every video specifically to see if I could find them.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful. Yeah, we actually wrote the song specifically for the contest. The song was not something that we had in our back pocket and just made a video for them. The song, we actually came together as a group and wrote the song. It's actually our first song that we wrote with Dave, our new drummer. So we actually wrote the song. They gave us the criteria of the balloons and the fork. And so the song Empty on the Inside is basically a song about a balloon.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I will say I met Sean sort of on the night that you guys were recording. And I was actually kind of mad at him that night.
Yeah, Bill, I know. I was a little bit tore up from the floor up recording all day and doing the video, and you got me on one of my off nights.
Do you know what you did?
I know I sang with Neostem, but I don't remember doing it.
Well, I got pictures of that.
Oh, dude, at least you don't have a recording of it.
So at one point, you threw your alcohol in the sky and missed my camera by about half an inch.
Well, at least I missed it.
I'm
like, sorry about that, Bill. I know I messaged you the next day saying, "Oh, I didn't even realize that was you until the next day when I saw the post."
Yeah, well,
crazy.
I was like, I can't remember. I think it was Corey. I went up to and was like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's Sean from." I'm like, "Never mind. I know."
Sean, it's Sean. Don't worry about him.
It's just Sean.
Yeah, we were performing that song "Pipe Dream" with Neostem, which I'm actually going to be recording with them in 2 weeks. I'm going to be recording that song with them.
I am actually hanging out with them this Saturday at the Squirrel Hill Sports Bar.
I'll be there.
Huh? Well, I will have my camera. Stay away.
Oh, that's great. I'm sorry. All good times.
Yeah, I am going there. They approached me about taking photos of them, and then I convinced Parable that they needed photos too.
Yeah, what are they? A Tool cover band? Is that what they are?
Yes.
I've never heard of them, but I did do a little research to see what they did. And who else is playing? The Molecule Party?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
Good show.
I have not been. The thing about doing the photography now is I'm getting to venues that I haven't been to. And those are all venues that you guys probably frequent a lot, but you live in that area, whereas I live an hour north.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I got a pretty funny story about that venue. Ryan played with us a couple years ago from NeoStem on their stage, and we played after them. And Ryan got his guitar and smashed it off the ground and put a big hole in the stage.
Oh, whoops!
So we had to perform on their stage with a big hole in the ground, trying to not fall through it, and it was a pretty good night. So it will be fun.
It's my understanding that it's a new room, right?
I think so. I haven't been there since they've opened a new room, but I think it is. Yes.
Maybe it's because he put a hole in the stage.
I wonder who paid for it.
His guitar.
We could ask Ryan when he sees him. I don't know if he helped out. I'm sure he did. I think he tried to break the guitar. You know how his little act is, and actually put it through the stage.
So you already kind of beat one of my questions, which is an embarrassing moment on stage.
Thanks.
But here we'll go with it. What I want is to hear about something embarrassing that happened while you guys are on stage, but you can't you can't tell me something that you did. You have to tell me something that somebody else in the band did.
Alex, you got something?
I'm blanking.
Well, funny story about something that somebody did. We've been around for a long time, so I have a lot of funny stories. Dave's recently joined the band, and Alex has just recently rejoined the band also. He was with us for about a year, and Dave's and Pete's only been with us for about 2 years. So during that time, with who's on the call here, we've only had limited shows together because of the pandemic and everything else. So I have a lot of funny stories of things that's happened with this band throughout. But in regards to an actual funny story with this particular group that's on, I don't really have something that was outrageously funny. I know during our last show, Dave said to me afterwards, we were playing a song, and he said that he looked at Alex and he looked at Pete, and go on, Dave. What did you say? They were like, "What's going on here?" Or "Where are we at?" Or
I feel like there's a lot of moments on stage where Pete looks at me and
boom, love you, brother.
and it's like, what the heck are you doing? So,
That's it.
Sometimes I'll trail off. I know that while I'm drumming, and but Pete will always look at me and get us back on track. So yeah.
No, that ain't true, Dave. Dave's the best. Dave's the best drummer
Dave.
in Pittsburgh. He's the best drummer in Pittsburgh we got.
Hell yeah, yes.
Hey, so you guys are walking down the street, and all of a sudden you come across a DeLorean with its door up in the air and a flux capacitor in the back. So you can go back in time to any time in the history of the world and hang out with a band for a year. who you're going to hang out with.
Pantera.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I'm getting wild with Motley Crue.
Michael J.
Sorry.
Fox.
Sorry, not sorry.
Band, not celebrities.
Hey, he plays.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did. That's right. Mind boggled.
Plus, then you have the DeLorean all the time.
Yes. Boom.
I don't know who I would pick. I'd
Well, James
I mean-
Hetfield.
Hatfield.
Hetfield from Metallica. Yeah.
See, all these guys are metalheads, and I'm not. So
I had
would
a
have-
fifth. I had a fifth grader walk up to me today and ask me who the lead guitarist in Metallica was. It's like,
Dave
Okay.
Damn it.
Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine. How do you spell Metallica? MEGAD.
I think the Who with Keith Moon would be pretty cool too. Throw some TVs out of windows and crash some cars. I don't know.
you guys mentioned Metallica, or not Metallica, Motley Crue.
Oh,
I was a little let down by the dirt. I have a feeling that it really didn't show us what it was like.
And it was like kind of like supposed to. And it didn't. It showed like Tommy Lee. That's about it.
Who was Tommy Lee? Was it MGK?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
dude.
not a fan.
So Kiss played in the ocean to sharks, and Metallica played at Antarctica. Where is a not traditional place on Earth that you guys would like to play, and why?
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Berlin.
Mars.
Moscow.
I don't know. I'd like to go over to Australia. It seems like we got a little bit of a following over in Australia. So we got some stations that play us over there. So I'd like to go to Australia, even though it's on the way other side of the world. But I think it'd
But
be
being
cool
the
to
first
go
band to go to Mars and play, though, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
there. Stop.
You guys are killing me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
watch the language.
Sorry.
Dude, you got it.
Yeah.
At least they're close together. I'll find them fast.
Mars. Love it.
So now I'm afraid to ask this. So there's an apocalyptic event that happens and wipes out almost everybody on Earth. And one song from every band survives to help repopulate the Earth. Which one of your songs should be involved in that?
Oh, fuck.
Pete, you gotta watch the language, brother.
I'd say The Conqueror.
Oh, all right. I like to conquer.
I say
It's a good-
Carney, man.
It's a good choice, Carney Man.
Carney Man's
I
a
don't
good
know how to
one,
play Carney Man anymore.
I think Pine Box, because Pine Box can just go
Pine
on
Box is a good
forever.
one. Pine Box is good.
We could play a whole set of Pine Box.
Sure.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I think everyone's favorite is Black Banana, but
Absolutely.
Maybe
Yeah. Good call.
yeah.
That's our anthem right there.
Yeah, good call.
Let's see. This is a semi-new question for the show, and keep in mind that I started the show in 2004, so new could mean the last 5 years. I what is that? October, I think. I went to Club Radioactive, or what's it called now? Radioactive. It's in Katanning. I can't remember, the name has changed, but Radioactive. If you look that up in Katanning, you'll find it. And there was 2 local bands playing, a band from Michigan and a band from California. And the Michigan band hired me to come take photos. And they were so excited because the owner bought them Vocelli's pizza. And
Boom.
I said, look, I was like, there's like so many mom and pop places in this area, and you guys got like chain pizza. And so my question is, what is the best pizza you've had because you were in a band?
Oh, Stone Iron Pizza, big time.
And where's that at?
It's North Hills.
Okay.
Stone Iron, best thick pizza. The Sicilian pizza is huge. It's awesome.
Are you asking as a band or independently?
Independently.
Well, like either at the venue or on your way to a venue or on your way home. So you
free
can, like,
pizza.
free
Stone
pizza.
Iron.
Absolutely.
That's right. My nephew just said, wait until we go to Scranton and you're going to have Andy's Pizza, and then you're going to have the right answer, because that's going to be it.
He's right. We don't know until we get there. We don't know.
You're going to know.
I know.
You can trust me. You trust me, don't you?
Now we'll figure it out, brother.
Andy's Pizza. Good calls. Good call, Chris.
I think I can't remember which show I told it on, but in Scranton there was an RV place that owned my last name as a domain when I tried to buy it.
Really? Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's
That's ironic.
Damiano's the car dealership. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one.
Yeah,
It's like on the main drag out there. It's actually kind of like right behind where I used to live.
for the record, I was much more mad at them than I was at you, Sean.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I think we brushed it off the next day. You were like,
Yeah.
okay, I understand.
Let's see. Oh, this is like the official question of Build the Scenes podcasts. Who is your Dave Grohl? And by that I mean, what band would you want to go up on stage and perform one of their originals with?
Ooh.
Because the Foo Fighters and Dave are known for pulling people out of the crowd. I saw your wheels spinning there. Like, what's that have to do with Dave?
Alex.
I mean, I'd like to do a song with Conor Oberst. I mean, that's my favorite singer-songwriter. So if I could go up and do a song with him, I'd be over the moon, as they say.
Does they have to be alive?
No. I mean, we do have a DeLorean.
That's right.
If I could go on stage with somebody, it had to be Wayne Static.
Okay. Good answer. What about you, Dave?
It's a great question.
He's a drummer, not a singer.
Dave Grohl. He'd go up with. He'd do Dave Grohl better than Dave Grohl did.
Never know.
If I could time travel, probably Frank Zappa.
Oh, that's a good one. What about you, Pete?
Oh shit. Pat O'Brien, Cannibal Corpse.
Language.
Cannibal Corpse. Pat O'Brien.
What about you? What about you, Bill? Who would you go?
If I went up on stage, everybody would leave.
I mean, you get to ask all the questions. We got to know where you stand on some of these things.
Well,
That's fair.
So I'm going to give you a little quick history of my knowing how to play instruments. You ready? In elementary school, I played the flutophone. In somewhere between elementary school and middle school, I convinced my uncle to teach me to play guitar, and he taught me the second string from the bottom because the bottom one was broken.
So
And-
B.
Yeah, see? and then that was one day he taught me a French song. I don't remember the name of it. And that was it. It never went any further than that. And
Can
then
you still play it? Can you still play
No.
the song?
no. And then in college I had to take Introduction to Children's Music, and for the final I had to play a song on the piano, which I taught myself the night before. And I only missed one note.
That's right. You shouldn't have gave it up.
Just one note?
One note.
That's impressive.
I numbered my fingers in my head, and then I counted the keys, and then when I had to make the shift, it was based on how many times I had pressed the keys. It worked.
Yeah.
My wife has recently started playing the keyboard. She's trying to teach herself. And I told her if she keeps it up, I'm going to have to buy a bass because everyone else in the house knows how to play stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a bass soon. I love bass.
Just got to watch the fingers, get all kinds of blisters on them. Playing
Well,
that
yeah.
bass.
That's why you slap it.
I teach computers. I don't need my fingertips.
Technically, you do.
I know.
Keys.
Yeah.
I teach science, computers, Spanish, and which one am I forgetting?
Damn.
Health.
Really?
Yep.
This
That's
guy.
good.
This guy.
Yeah, I
Wow.
I would prefer not to teach the health or the Spanish, but I don't have a say in it.
Well, that's cool that you speak another language.
I used to speak it a lot better.
Senor.
Now you just teach it.
Well, see, I took it 8th grade through 12th grade, and then I took at least one class every semester that I was in school. And I went for 5 years because I got a Spanish minor, which pushed me to 4.5 years, and then I missed a deadline for something, which added a semester. So I do have an elementary Spanish minor. So I took the courses on how to teach it, and that's when I said, yeah, I don't want to teach this. So I didn't finish that.
Dude, that's awesome.
And now I teach it.
No, see, that's awesome.
Well, they're getting their money's worth off of you teaching all those classes, aren't they?
No shit. Shit.
But hey, let me think. Oh, so you guys are headed to the Scranton area in what, 2 weeks?
Yep. Yep.
And
January 29th we'll be at the V spot as long as it's still open. I heard it burned down.
oh, that would be an issue.
It burned on New Year's Eve. But they're saying the promoters from the Big Break are saying that they should be open in time. So we're just praying that it is. But yeah, the V spot, Scranton, January 29th.
So on your way there, it's a few hours drive. What? Yeah. What is the soundtrack going to be on your way there? What are you going to listen to?
Well, I guess we're going to have to play Spanish Caravan since we're all going to be caravanning down there, right? There's going to be a big caravan of us going. So I don't know if we're all going to have one soundtrack, but it might be a good idea. We don't all have CD players anymore. If we did, we'd like burn one and all just play it down and be like, oh. But people have nice new cars and they don't put CD players in cars anymore. So I don't know how bands are supposed to give people their music other than streaming.
My car has a CD player and a cassette player.
Oh,
Nice.
So does mine. I got an S10 that has a CD player and a little cassette player. And my wife had a cassette that she made on like on the boardwalk of her singing. And we were able to play that in the truck when I got it. So that was a cool little feature.
We're playing Adele on the CD.
That's fine by me. I love Adele.
I'm listening to Injustice for All.
Boom, boom. Yes, yes, yes. Alex.
But remastered with the bass.
Yep. No. No.
Did you
The bass
guys
was
like?
cut out, dude? Stop, Alex.
I don't know if you guys heard, but you know, Metallica just came out with that new album, or I don't know if it's even an album where all these different bands covered Metallica stuff. Did any of you hear any of those?
Oh, that's like a little
yeah.
that's like an
That's
EP,
pretty cool.
I think. It's not an album. It's not their like official release.
It's just some songs.
Yeah,
I think it's like 30 songs or something, though. I think it's a pretty big thing.
I have to look
it was
at
like
it
a couple months ago, I think.
because I know the last one was like Hardwired to Self-Destruct. That was like the last one.
I don't even like them, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm wrong.
My biggest inspiration there, dude.
Well, that's why you're the guitar player, brother.
Okay, so I feel like at least two of you are going to remember when MTV had music on it.
I do too.
No, Alex. You haven't even played music on MTV since you've been born. What are you, Alex? What are you, 23 years old?
Almost 24.
Yeah, no,
No.
that's a good try.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The jingles and the
Alright, bro.
commercials don't count.
Ah.
All right,
Remember
so
Tony the Tiger?
so this is your MTV moment. Tell me something about your song "Empty on the Inside."
Well, like I was saying, that was a really kind of special thing. We all came together and wrote the song. It motivated us to do this song because basically they gave us a month to write it, put it together, write it, record it, do the video, everything all within 30 days of giving us the the criteria. So I really, me personally, it means a lot to me because we all came together. It's the first song we ever did with Dave. Alex just rejoined the band like the day before we got the criteria or the day after the criteria. I think that my wife did a really good job on the video. I know it's a DIY type video, but still very proud of the video.
It was freezing cold that day.
It was freezing.
Oh my God.
But one thing that was crazy is the video actually had to evolve to what it was because Megan actually ended up getting COVID. So the video wasn't supposed to be what it was, but we couldn't shoot Megan while we shot everybody else on the bridge. So so that's why we came up with the concept of the fork in the road and, the decision and Megan being a siren and all that sort of stuff came out of circumstance. So it really was, it really was something special that came together. And we want to thank, the Big Break for giving us the opportunity, for having the video and giving us the platform to bring it to more audience.
So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take a moment, we're gonna listen to the song. And then we'll come back with some more questions. For those of you that are listening live for the first time, you actually don't get to hear it right now. You'll have to wait until Friday. You can go to buildthescene.com or parockshow.com. It'll be up at 6 a.m. And then it'll start its rotation on the radio stations at 8 p.m. on Friday. That whole list of stations I told you at the beginning, there are various times. I don't have those memorized. You have to go to the website to see those times. But what we're going to do now is we're going to pretend as if we listen to the song. We're going to come back in as soon as Sean comes back into the video. And see how I did that? That's from 6 months of teaching on Zoom.
It's awesome.
All right, so we're going to come back and pretend like we just heard the song, and I have a few more questions for you.
Cool.
Okay, that was Empty on the Outside. I messed that up. Empty on the Inside. Let me try that again.
Take two.
Good.
That was Empty on the Inside by Prime 8, who are hanging out with me on episode number 601 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. My name is Bill, and we're going to continue on with some questions for the band. And if anyone out there listening live has any question or comments, you can comment right on the live videos, and it'll pop up, and we can interact with you, just like we did with Chris earlier. All right, so you're sitting on a bench, and your musical idol comes and sits down beside you and says to you, you're allowed to ask me one question. Who is sitting next to you, and what question are you asking?
I'll go first. I've been reading a lot I read a lot about music and bands and stuff, and I've been reading recently into this, the Beatles conspiracy where, Paul was dead and replaced. So I would have to ask if Paul was Paul.
Are you really Paul?
Absolutely.
That would be my question.
I was obsessed with that for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he is or isn't, but that would be my question.
I still don't know.
I think he hinted towards it recently that it may be true. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
That'd be my question. Who else has something?
my biggest thing, I want to learn how to actually play Jimi Hendrix, the real Star Spangled Banner. That's what I want to learn. I want to learn how he did it exactly.
That's a tough song.
Very tough.
Yeah, a lot of people try to redo it, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
I know the beginning. That's it.
Yep. What do you got? Dave,
But it's not his version.
I don't know. I'm with Sean.
Neil Peart.
I'd have to
I'm
go
with
with
Sean.
Hatfield, but I don't know what the hell. I don't know what to ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
All
how
I
does he
gotta say
pick that
is-
fast? I don't know.
He's God. Hetfield is God.
His right hand is insane.
What about Dimebag? Wasn't he?
Oh, woo, boy.
Yeah.
Woo.
Would a Dimebag be up there somewhere?
He'd be number 2.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
He'd be my number 2. Hatfield would be my number 1 because I can actually talk to Hatfield.
Well, wait until I ask the next question.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you have a DeLorean.
We always have the DeLoreans.
Yep.
The DeLorean's being the curse now.
Dave, you have one?
He
What's that?
said he was with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
We both agree with Paul.
Oh yeah, I want to know if Paul's the real Paul or not.
Plus, my
Absolutely.
dad was a big Beatles fan. That was his.
Oh, I
favorite
got
band,
one
so-
more. I got one more.
go ahead.
Dave Mustaine.
Then what would you ask him?
Why he was kicked out of Metallica?
Oh, the real reason?
The real reason.
Mm.
Boom. Alex.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alex.
what? What?
Why was Dave kicked out of Metallica?
Well, like it had to do with alcohol.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like there was more behind it, but that was probably like the biggest factor is he couldn't stay sober for more than 24 hours.
Can
Stab of
Primate?
evil. There goes.
Good question.
All right.
All right. So you're standing at the crossroads waiting for the devil to show up. Why are you there? What are you going to sell your soul for?
Oh.
I'm being metaphorical.
Really?
Ah,
I
I
would.
mean, as a band, we would say fame and fortune, right?
no,
Right.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. I don't know. As a band, individually.
As a
right.
band, maybe. I don't know. I'm
If
not
I
about
could
fame
get
and
a band
fortune.
with King Diamond. Yeah, probably. That'd be my my lottery. Boom.
What am I selling my soul for? To be the Ghost Rider.
All right.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Right.
that's kind of how it happened.
Yes, it is.
All for a print of blood.
Dave, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, that's tough.
So
That's
I
a
went
tough
the easy
question.
route.
Hmm.
And we go forward.
Maybe vampirism. Maybe to be a vampire,
Yeah,
not necessarily immortality.
What's that?
that's good. Yeah,
Live
that's
long enough to have fame and fortune, and then somebody can stake me. I don't know. Since I'm selling my soul anyway.
Fair point.
I think it's an excellent answer.
So every time you say fame and fortune, I have this song stuck in my head. It's fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. And I can't remember what song that is. I think it might be.
It's not
a
Death
Kiss
Punch,
song.
is it?
No, I think it's Kiss.
Boom.
That's all
Yes.
Death Punch talks about.
I'm not going to get it out of my head, but Chris has asked 2 questions. I'm gonna pop the first one up. Sean, he wants to know who's your favorite nephew and why.
Oh, why?
You can't do
Well,
favorites.
I don't have a favorite. They're both very good. I love both my nephews equally. I can't have a favorite.
No.
I like.
I could have just said Chris because he's the one on here, but no, I love them both equally.
I think he copped out.
Well, I mean, yeah.
All right, here's the other question he asked. What is each of your favorite gigs that you played and why?
Favorite?
Opening for Slayer on the Haunting the Chapel tour back in 85.
Yeah, I'm not that old.
He's gone way back. He go way
That was way back.
Yep.
I wasn't even born yet.
I was 9.
I think I was 11.
Favorite gig? Tower 29 when I was standing on the amplifiers. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a good
Like
show.
2 years
That was
ago.
a good night. Huh?
He's only
2
played.
years ago.
Well,
That was
those are
still fun.
the only gigs that Alex has ever played was with us. So you got.
Oh, I thought you meant all around. I'm sorry.
No, us playing.
Oh, it can be.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
My favorite gig, my favorite place always to play in Pittsburgh was always the Ultra Bar. I always enjoyed that place.
I never got to go there.
Yeah, it was a good place to play, and we played with a whole bunch of bands there. But Mushroom Head was probably one of my favorite shows, playing with Mushroom Head and maybe Head PE or something like that. A couple band gigs stood out at Altar Bar for me.
Nice.
Dave, what about you? You've been in 100 bands.
That's because he's a drummer.
Playing with as we when I was in the band Sealing the Gates, we played with as Blood Runs Black up in Erie, PA, and that was a really fun show. So it's probably one of my favorite shows I've played. So we actually
Dave,
got
you're the
snowed
best,
in up
brother.
there. What's that?
Oh,
Dave, you're the best.
Thanks, man.
You're the best, Dave.
All right, so I'm gonna jump, I didn't ask this question, so I'm gonna jump in with an answer. My favorite local band show that I ever went to, I was hanging out with Doppler Effect. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them.
mhm.
And they opened for Charlie Daniels band.
Ooh.
That was
Wow.
that was a fun one.
You're going back.
It was at a rib festival.
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah,
Like
that
10
was
10 years ago?
more than that.
15.
It was probably like 2005, 2006.
Wow.
It was
So
before-
you like the fiddle, huh?
We got one.
that was amazing.
We have one of those.
We
got
got
one.
a fiddler.
We got one of those.
Yeah.
When she wants to show up.
Oh, come on.
I'm kidding. I'm
We
kidding.
all have lives, dude.
Oh, I know.
Let's see.
I'm gonna get slapped for that one.
I don't edit the video. I can edit it out of the audio. I'm not editing the video. So figure out how to hide one. Maybe Chris should come co-host this show. Where does each of your minds go when you're in front of an audience?
I don't want to screw up. I don't want to screw up. I don't want to screw up. I don't want to screw up.
Right. Yeah.
back when I first started singing in a band and going live in front of an audience was, that was a different experience. I was always nervous, and it was always at a bar, so you'd have a couple drinks to loosen up or whatever. But I sing with my eyes closed, whether I'm in front of an audience or not. so it makes things a little easier. I don't know if that's a cop out or what, but yeah, I sing with my eyes closed, so that's often why you'll see me wearing sunglasses on stage.
I just put my head down and is looking at my frets. I'm like, okay, this is the next part. Look up real quick. Okay, back down.
Nobody will know the difference.
Hey,
It depends on how loud Dave is.
Right.
Very loud.
Boom.
Very loud.
Nice.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot, and then I'm gonna ask you 2 easy questions, and we're gonna be done.
Dave, you got to answer one of these first.
Okay.
Here we go. Who would you say has been your biggest supporter as a musician, and you're not allowed to say your significant other or your parents?
Ah!
Pittsburgh fans.
Dave, you're first.
Oh, since joining Primate fans are amazing. Primate, it's not just a band; it's more of a community. I feel like we all support each other, and all of our fans, anybody who follows us, is so supportive, and everybody's just so nice, and it's a great thing to be a part of. So I'm glad I found it.
Oh, that's so nice. That is nice.
Dave, I'm glad you're here, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, I'm glad you're back.
Yep.
It didn't feel right being gone.
I know. Glad you're back.
This isn't just a band. This is more of a family.
Yep.
I agree.
Look, everyone's trying to get out of the question now.
Primate fans are our biggest supporter, I'd say. I will agree with Dave on that one.
Is that the final answer for all 4 of you?
Sure.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll live by it.
All right. 2 easiest questions of the night. You ready? What's coming up next for Primate?
I'm sorry, what?
What is coming up next?
A lot.
Oh.
All right, so we got a whole bunch of things coming up. We got tomorrow. We're gonna be playing on a radio station. I don't know which one it is, but I forget. But 129, we got Scranton at the V spot. If we make it through that voting round, we're gonna go back to Scranton on February 11th. And February 12th, we're going to pick up a show that night too. We got in March. We're going to do a weekend in Ohio. We're going to do 326 at Canton, Ohio, at the Buzzbin. 327 at Youngstown, Ohio, at the Westside Bowl. 429, we're going to be doing the Squirrel Hill Sports Club, and then on 513. That weekend, we're going to do a whole CD release weekend for our new album. So we got 513 at Casey's Draft House, 514 at Subalpine, 515 at the Halftime Lounge, and that's all we got up until June.
While recording.
Yeah, while recording, while making a video. If we do, if we win the big break, we're going to get a song recorded by them, a video done by them, and we have to do all that while writing, recording, and releasing this album all by 513.
Where can you guys be found? Let me try that again. Where can you be found online?
Facebook, YouTube.
Yep, we got a Facebook. That's primarily what we use is Facebook. We do have an Instagram. I'm trying to get a little bit more active. Dave's on Instagram. I know he plays a lot of drum playthroughs and stuff on Instagram. And we're on YouTube. We have a YouTube page. We're going to get a website up. I'm going to work on that after getting this next album done. That'll be
right, streaming
our next project. Yeah.
The streaming services.
Yeah, we're not streaming anything yet,
right.
but we're gonna get that all with the new album, and I'll probably just stream our whole our whole collection of songs once we get that far. But yep, that's what we're doing.
That was the last two, right? The easy two. Did I give you two easy ones?
2 easy ones.
Were any of them easy?
Yeah.
All right,
Sort of.
Sort of. Well, then we got to start over because then it was too easy. All right. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
No, thank you.
We really
Bill.
appreciate everything you
Absolutely.
do for the scene, for Pittsburgh with First Angel Media. You got to pick our song to on your next coming thing against the battles in the UK.
The Friendly Fire.
Yeah, are we one of the songs?
You know what, Jonna and I. The next one is this Saturday, and so far we have one song on our list.
Pick Primate.
Here's usually what happens. Friday night, I'll send her a message and go, "Hey, we don't have any songs yet."
Primate, you got
Write
Primate?
one, Dave. Dave, write a song.
Mhm.
Use Empty on the Inside as the battle, and we'll watch the podcast. I've saw a couple of your podcasts versus them before. They have a lot of rappers, don't they? They play a lot of rap.
They're rap and electronica and a lot of pop. So when we're on, we force them to play the metal and the rock because they have to match up with us. They have a bunch of different shows, but that's just what they usually that time slot is called the tagged show, and they usually bring in this stuff that has been uploaded newly, and they play that. So that's what they've been getting recently. But that's a fun show. We haven't done it since October, so I sent them a message. I'm like, "Hey, we got to do this again."
Yeah, I think the last one you had a Mad Clock
Awesome,
on.
dude.
Or something
Thank you
like
so
that.
much.
And well, definitely everyone should tune into that, and maybe you'll get to hear us on that too.
So here, I'm gonna pop this up real quick. So every Friday you can check out the Pennsylvania Rock Show, and the 1st and 15th you can check out 3 Questions and a Song. And Friendly Fire is more of a fluid thing. It's supposed to be the second weekend of each month. It has been the second weekend like once out of the 7 times we've done it. So you'll notice that is not on this screen that's up in front of you right now, but we do announce it on buildthescene.com. And I forced them to announce it this past Saturday during the tag show, so everybody knew it was coming up. That said, this has been episode number 601, and we will check you out next week.
Thank you, Bill.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks, Bill.
Great.